mean, it's an amazing thing to put on a suit, put on a proton pack, and all of that stuff. It's like, wow, I know this franchise very well. We've grown up with it.
Yeah.
But to do that alongside the actual Ghostbusters, the OGs, as you say, was one of the great experiences, the greatest experiences I've ever had. And
yeah, it's why you do a movie like this. It's for that experience, really.
Ever since you brought in this orb, strange things have been occurring. We think it's commanding the spirits.
Hey Paul, Carrie, welcome to the película. It's so good to be the estreno with Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. You know, being back in the firehouse, driving the Ecto-1, wearing the suits, this film truly has the best elements of what made us fall in love with the OG Ghostbusters. And wait, they are there too. How was to live all of that?
It's unbelievable.
it was the best part of the entire experience. I mean, it's an amazing thing to put on a suit, put on a proton pack, and all of that stuff. It's like, wow, I know this franchise very well. We've grown up with it.
Yeah.
But to do that alongside the actual Ghostbusters, the OGs, as you say, was one of the great experiences, the greatest experiences I've ever had. And
Yeah, it's why you do a movie like this. It's for that experience, really.
Paul, Gary is learning how to be a dad in this one, and it's adorable to see him with Trevor and especially with Phoebe. As someone who's played a dad before and also being one in real life, how did you approach portraying the humor and challenges of navigating those father-daughter-son dynamics, especially when dealing with paranormal threats as you are a family of Ghostbusters?
what you just said, that really is kind of the crux of this character's journey in a way. In this movie, it's like, how do I fit into this family? Because I'm not really a part of it, really, and I don't have much experience. I'm a teacher, so I've dealt with like students, but how do I fit in? How parental should I be? And I think that he really cares about the kids, and he certainly cares about Phoebe, that she was Gary's student before any of this ever happened. So I think Gary and Phoebe relate to each other in a pretty intellectual level, and I think he gets her. And so to try and like lean into that and lean into, you know, the honesty or the truth of what that relationship might look like, is I just follow. It's in the script, and it's like, all right, well, I know what it's like to have a daughter in real life, and I'm just gonna try and tap into that a little, maybe.
You could be looking at a full-bore army of ghosts with the power to kill.
Carrie, you know, Callie's such a resourceful woman, taking over the family business, being a mom, being a Ghostbuster. She obviously has a strong connection to the legacy of her father, Egon, and we see that especially with Phoebe. But how does Callie grapple her legacy while carving her own path, being part of this special team?
Yes, I love that we open the film seeing that Callie has finally fully embraced that. We know from the first film that she's not a big fan of science. She maybe doesn't understand the way a proton pack works, but she is a resourceful woman, and she does not leave any opportunity on the floor. And so I so appreciate knowing a lot of single moms myself in my own life and having tremendous respect for what that means, especially in a place like New York City where the cost of living is very high. I so appreciate the real circumstances that the family is living with while at the same time dealing with the paranormal. I think that's where a lot of the comedy comes from, is that juxtaposition. And I so appreciate that that's where Gil and Jason have focused the story.
This film has a lot going on. It's comedy with a twist of action, with a sentimental and familiar tone. How was your approach on balancing all these genres in for you as the couple that are the team leaders of the new era of Ghostbusters?
Well, you can't think about that stuff while you're doing it. You just have to try to, trust the script and be in the moment with your friends.
And hit your marks.
And hit your marks, that's right. And trust that the story will unfold the way it's
Yeah,
going
you
to.
kind of like
Can't get ahead of it.
lean into the script, and the director and Gil was really great. And he, he's orchestrating it all. He's got it all kind of going in his head, and so it's like, all right, that seem okay? And he'll say, that's it. Move on to the next scene.
Yeah.
Who would you think would win a proton pack duel? The original Ghostbusters or the new team?
Oh, well, I mean, I have to give it up to the OGs. They've had decades.
Yeah, they've had way more practice.
Yeah.
Thank you for your answers. Thank you for your time, and congratulations again on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Have a
You
nice
too.
day.